The 13th day of August, the year being 2023, it is already 1 p.m. East African time. I do hope and trust that your Sunday is on well. Time to bring you up to speed on what has been taking shape within and even beyond the borders. My name is Moige William. Welcome to the broadcast. You can also interact with the social media handles at the bottom of your screen and also at my personal handles, that is at Moige William, across all social media platforms. Now, top on our radar this particular afternoon, Jubilee Party chairperson, that is Sabina Chege, has told of her opponents, maintaining she is up to the task to lead the party after exit of retired President Uhuru Kenyatta. Chege has been battling with former Ndaragwa Member of Parliament Jeremiah Kioni over who will take over the Jubilee Party leadership. The nominated Member of Parliament is also disclosing the decision of a section of Jubilee members opting to join the Kenya Kwanza coalition.
Lakini mimi kama Sabina siwezi sema nitasabotage hata ile small effort wale wanafanya. Na kwa hivyo mimi msimamo yangu na wajumbe wangu wa Jubilee na chama ya Jubilee ambayo tunaheshimu, ambaye alikuwa kiongozi wetu sana. Mimi najua hata sikusimama kule Murang'a kwa sababu nilikuwa nataka rais ambaye alistaafu akienda nyumbani aende na heshima zake. Na pia katiba imesema baada ya miezi 6 hafai kuwa katika kiti cha siasa ama kufanya siasa yoyote katika nchi ya Kenya. Na wale ambao ni NEC members wakaangalia wakajua, hata mzee saa zingine mzee akitoroka nyumbani kidogo, yule mtu anaachangwa akiangalia boma ni nani? Na mama anachunga. Hata mzee akienda anabaki watoto wakiwa wachanga, unarudi hata after 60 years unapata boma imesimama kwa sababu mama yuko. Kwa hivyo nataka kuambia wale ambao ni wa Jubilee hapa, mama yuko gangari, mama ameshikilia Jubilee, tutawaita NDC. Na chama itaendelea kuendelea mbele.
Kila mtu ako na haki ya kuishi hapa na tufanyie kila mtu maendeleo, kwa sababu tukifanya barabara si kila mtu atalipa atapita. Tukijenga darasa si kila mtoto ataingia. Tukijenga hospitali kama hizo ambayo alikuwa anasema si kila mtu ataingia hiyo darasa. Na tukijenga hospitali si kila mtu atatubiwa huko. Na nyumba mambo sijui ya orgelata ama hii mambo ingine ya rika, mimi na Kimiti tumesema hiyo hatujui, bora sisi tuchape kasi kwa watu wetu wote.
All right, let us shift gears. A former Nigerian president is in Kenya for a different kind of bilateral relations. President Goodluck Jonathan was among dignitaries in attendance of a traditional wedding at Isaac Walton Inn in Embu, where he led a delegation from Nigeria for the wedding of his nephew Jude, who has married Joy Wanjiru, a niece to the former Embu politician Kamwithi Munyi. Veteran politician Mtumishi Njero Kadhango, who took the role of a father-in-law, led a delegation of Embu elders who are optimistic that the Embu culture will be nurtured and practiced in the generations to come. It was a colorful event as both sides showcased the love for their culture, where Embu elders led the showcasing of their culture by having prayers while facing Mount Kenya, which is a few kilometers from the hotel.
I have to thank the family for giving your daughter to us. After here, she's following me to Niger Delta. For giving your daughter to us and Embu town for giving your daughter to us. In fact, I decided to come with Justice Efi because she told me beautiful things about the Embu people. And that's one of the things I think we are lucky, those of us who come to take this girl. Because she is a lady, the first female judge of the country, and retired as an appeal court justice, and a member of the African Union panel of the wise. So it's not an ordinary person.
Goodluck Jonathan is a political giant. He has been a senator in Nigeria. He has been a president in Nigeria, going for 10 years. So he is not just a dwarf in African continent. Together with that, I have asked him, and we are going to be repeating this, that his brother Olusegun Obasanjo was here last week to try to tone down two extremes of the political defiance in this country. And I've asked him if he could have 1 or 2 minutes to go to the two gentlemen of the two sides to repeat the same, because the chorus may make meaning to the two presidents, or the Prime Minister and the President.
Again, let us shift gears to matters education. The university's funding debate rages on, with mixed reactions being provoked from different quarters in the education sector. According to the principal at Thika Institute of Business Studies, the proposed module will come in handy to aid in funding private institutions of higher learning. Elsewhere, university students drawn from West Pokot County have threatened to head on strike if the government dares implement the module, arguing that vulnerable and marginalized counties will be greatly affected by the model, considering that a big number of students will not be able to continue with learning.
We still need the government to also extend this help to private TVETs. Currently, TVETs are funded. There's a capitation that goes to the public institutions, but this loan that comes from HELB, it is not being also extended to the private institution. And remember, this is a loan that will be eventually paid. So it's not like it's money that is being wasted. This is money that will still be paid back, and it will also assist other people.
There are some students coming from poor backgrounds, and it's a must to get in this college with fees. So I would like the government to offer things to do, like with help, loans, to cater for those students.
The government needs to consider also the needy students, because they also need to pursue their careers, and I think that the TVET also should be given the help, since there are those people who learn with much difficulty.
Our next move as Pokot University students and comrades from other counties is that we are going on strike.
Government are forcing us to eat something that is not entering our throats because of this funding model. We want to know the increment of this school fees.
The funding model by the government is good, but we are worried of the uncertainty. How sure are we that the percentage, which percentage do the parents require to pay to their daughters and sons? Remember, different universities have posted different fee structures and amount in totality.
I want to urge our leaders that as comrades, we will go on strike if we are not going to hear our voices, because these rule will not help us.
Elsewhere, the head of public service, Felix Koskei, has sent out a stern warning to public servants who engage in corrupt activities. Speaking in Bartolimo Boys High School, Baringo North Sub-County, Koskei pointed out that the tradition is deeply rooted in all departments of the government, noting that it has also affected growth in education, further charging that some secondary school principals have come up with unsustainable school projects as a way of siphoning money from school accounts. Koskei also cautioned public servants who are quick to follow illegal instructions from their bosses, whose intention end up in corrupt deals, telling them that they'll carry their crosses if nabbed. The head of public service was accompanied by Baringo County Governor Benjamin Cheboy and his counterpart from Elgeyo Marakwet, Wesley Rotich, Uasin Gishu Senator Jackson Mandago, and Baringo Senator William Cheptumo, and other local leaders from Baringo.
Ufisadi Kenya hii imetupeleka nyuma sana, na imekuwa aibu kwa sababu tunachukua taxes kwako, mwingine anakaa kwa kona fulani, anaiba hiyo pesa, anapeleka kwake. Unapata wafanyikazi wa serikali kutoka assistant chief lazima aongwe ahudumie mwananchi. Hiyo mchezo tuache. And we have formed a multi-agency team to fight this corruption. And the president is leading from the front. Na ametangaza kwamba mtu yeyote ambaye atahusika na mambo ya ufisadi aamue, atoke kwa serikali, aende jela au aache kazi aende kwake. We are not going to tolerate corruption in this country. And it has to stop. From assistant chief, from principals. Nimeambiwa principals wengi sana wanakula pesa wakijenga vitu fani kwa mashule ili wapate pesa. So principals ya mashule na basas na BOM, chungeni sana, mutawekwa ndani. Hatuwezi kutolerate pesa ya serikali ikipotea, pesa ya raia ikipotea, nyinyi mutajibu pesa imeenda wapi. Because we are not going to accept anybody in this country to mess us up na mambo ya ufisadi. Ufisadi lazima ikome from any office, kutoka juu mpaka chini. Let us serve these people in a manner that they deserve. Let us fight corruption. Now let us join hands. And I want to ask all the public servants in this country, those who are hearing me, resist and refuse illegal instructions. Ukiambiwa fanya hii au ile ili pesa itoke ya kuibiwa, kataa. Hakuna mtu atakufuta kazi.
All right, there you have it from the head of public service, Felix Kosgei, sending a stern warning to corrupt public officials. Now, shifting gears, the spouse of the Deputy President, Pastor Dorcas Rigathi, has called on Kenyans to give the Kenya Kwanza administration time to transform the nation and fulfill their manifestos. Mrs. Rigathi points out that the government has only been in office for 1 year and should not be judged harshly yet.
Because there is also informal learning, not in school, but people are educated even out there. And so government is looking into ways of giving accreditation to these people so that they too can get certificate and start learning. So your brothers who are out there who may not have had the opportunity to be in school, and your sisters will now get certificates and you find them in employment. And this is one of the things that the government that is doing. And I like to speak about the government because many people imagine that this government has not done anything. And we are talking of only 1 year. Give it 5 years and you will see a transformation in this country.
Listen to this. Bungoma County recorded a total of 14,000 teen pregnancies and 17 teen pregnancy-related deaths in the last 3 months. This is according to stakeholders in the education and health sector who say poverty, delay of court cases and lack of jobs are some of the reasons fueling the increase in those cases. Speaking at Toroso High School during International Youth Celebration Day in Mount Elgon constituency, the stakeholders urge youth to be at the forefront in the fight against teenage pregnancy and gender-based violence in the county.
Hii ni mwezi wa August, tukirudi miezi 2 nyuma yetu, mkinisikiza, tumepoteza watoto 17. That is from the age of 19, kuanzia miaka 19 mpaka 10. Hao ni watoto tumepoteza kwa sababu ya mimba za mapema. Mswahili akasema, sungura mdogo ananyonya sungura mkubwa. Na inafika mahali kwa maisha, sungura mkubwa ananyonya mdogo. Sisi tusiposimama na watoto wadogo, tuwaeleze maneno ya maisha. As a county, 14,000 teenage pregnancy. That is for the 3 months that we are having in this quarter. My people, mtoto akipata mimba kwa njia moja ama nyingine anaweza fariki kwa sababu ya hiyo mimba.
Watoto wetu wadogo wa primary wanafanya abortion kila siku and nobody cares. Nobody is fighting for them. You see this percentage of youth when wamesoma wamefika mbali, it's only 20 or 30% of them. Most of them wakipata mimba, they get very small hiccups. They live their life there.
Those figures are quite alarming. Now, let us stick to that particular topic, but to a different county, where parents and guardians have been urged to take full parental responsibility over their children during this August school holiday, following news of an increased number of school dropouts due to early pregnancies, many of which lead to early marriages. Speaking during the NGCDF handover of newly built 50-capacity girls' dormitory worth 3 million Kenya shillings, at Vuga Primary School in Matuga. The area member of parliament, Kasim Tandaza, challenged parents over the growing number of untimely pregnancies, observing that these may seriously affect the future generation. Tandaza, in his capacity as deputy chairperson of the National Parliamentary Committee on the CDF Committee, also took the opportunity to oppose the removal of the CDF fund, saying that it has contributed to a lot of development in the grassroots. Sentiments echoed by local CDF board director Maria Lekolota.
Na hili bweni ni muhimu kwa sababu wasichana wetu, watoto wetu wanatoka mbalimbali, sio kama vile mjini ambao shule ziko karibu. Wengine wanabidi watembee kilomita mpaka 7-8 kufika hapa. Na unajua wasichana wana changamoto sana. Wavulana pia wako nazo changamoto, lakini wasichana changamoto zao ni za zaidi. Na ndio maana tukaona tuwajengee bweni ili waweze kukaa hapa, waweze kupata nafasi nzuri ya kusoma. Kwa bahati nzuri hii shule ina maji, ina stima. Kwa hivyo ni mazingira ambayo yakiboreshwa basi matokeo pia yataweza kuwa mazuri.
Na wao wameweza kuchagua mradi huu kama ni wa muhimu kwao. Na hii ni kwa sababu tunajua sehemu hizi pia ni moja za sehemu zile ambao watoto wasichana wanapitia changamoto nyingi, kwa mfano ndoa ya mapema na pia pengine kupata hata mimba za mapema. Kwa hivyo wakaonelea kwamba ni muhimu waweze kuwapa nafasi watoto wasichana waweze kupata mahali ama that safe place ambayo wataweza kuwa wanapata nafasi mzuri ya kuweza kusoma bila kusumbuliwa na mambo mengine.
Ili bweni tulilojengewa hapa la wasichana linatusaidia kwa sababu kulikuwa na msongamano kwenye vile vyumba ambavyo vilikuwa tukikaa kwa ajili ya wanafunzi wetu wafanye masomo. Msongamano ule sasa umeisha kwa sababu tumepata nafasi kubwa ya kuwa wanafunzi wetu watalala vizuri, na watasoma vizuri, na shule yetu natarajia itapita vyema.
Quite an important discourse there in Kwale County. But now let us remain in the coastal side of the country, where residents of Malindi in Kilifi County have been pressed to urgently tackle the issue of poor waste disposal as a way to control the effects of climate change. Speaking during the 59th cleanup organized by the Progress Welfare Association of Malindi, Kilifi County, Government First Lady Susanna Mung'aro encouraged residents to reduce waste and promote recycling of products and teach others about responsible ways of waste disposal. Arriving for the cleanup dressed in a traditional Hando outfit made from recycled products, Mrs. Mung'aro led the Malindi stakeholders in the mass cleanup exercise, supported by different stakeholders from the county government, national government, Malindi Municipality, Malindi Green and Blue, Police, KWS, National Museums of Kenya, Blue Key Women Beach Operators, Malindi MP's office, hoteliers, business community, among others.
Not just a place we inhabit. It is a reflection of who we are as a community and of our heritage. A clean and well-maintained environment speaks volumes about our values, our sense of responsibility, and our commitment to the well-being of every single resident. It reflects our love for the stunning natural beauty that surrounds us and our desire to preserve it for generations to come. We just need to have a look around us and you know what I mean. As we engage in today's cleanup exercise, let us all remember that each piece of trash that we are going to pick up, each street that we are going to sweep, and each corner we clean contributes to a larger effort. It is not just about picking up litter, it is about fostering a culture of cleanliness, respect, and pride.
Elsewhere, Nyanza region-based business owners are being mobilized to register as members of the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry before joining SACCOs. Currently, intensive promotion involving the two levels of government is ongoing to boost revitalization of the chamber in the region following years of dormancy. The Kenya National Chambers of Commerce and Industry Regional Director Ken Onditi explained formation of the SACCO through increased chamber membership will enable them access cheap credit for starting or boosting their businesses. Onditi was speaking in Kisii during a visit by officials of Epic Business Tours.
Also, we also realize that we need to do a lot of advocacy for our members because we just realized that here in Kisii, a square feet space for office renting is more than the one in Nairobi. So we'll have a chance to talk with the county governor on those rates, and also the national government on what can be done, because Chamber is the voice for the businessmen and women. And as a regional director of Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we have advocated for more registration. And we are going to do what is called a registration drive, or we are going to mobilize our people in the 6 counties. That is Nyamira, Kisii, Migori, Homa Bay, Siaya, and Kisumu.
We briefed the members of the 6 counties on the benefits of international business tours. We have in mind China. We have a trip on the 14th of October to the 24th of October. And more specifically, we are targeting the phase 1. We have 2 groups, but phase 1 is where we are putting an emphasis because of machinery. The government agenda of industrialization can only be realized if we people go out there, gather the knowledge, and bring machinery back to our homeland. So we encourage people, and with the leadership of Kenya National Chambers of Commerce, Nyanza region, you people must just support these people to bring you guys together, because they have got the heart and the mind for the business people around this place.
On to other news, senior Kilifi County government officials have asked area youths to form self-help groups in order to benefit from county government tenders and the newly created Wezesha Fund in the county. Speaking during this year's International Youth Day celebrations at Gede Primary School, the officials said the county government was committed to empowering the youth financially. Only registered companies and youth groups will have access to the Wezesha Fund loans and the 30% of government tenders set aside for women and youth and persons with disabilities. According to officials, the county government of Kilifi had partnered with local financial institutions to avail 1 billion shillings in cheap loans to register groups and cooperative societies to boost their businesses.
Bado tumezingatia vijana. Tuna mpango wa kutrain vijana 150 ndani ya jimbo letu la Kilifi. Tutaangalia jinsi tutakavyo recruit vijana hao katika hizi wodi zetu 35 waweze kupata mafunzo ya NYS na wawe ndio bandi yetu ndani ya Kilifi County. Pia jambo lengine, tunataka to recruit interns ambao wataweza kufanya kazi ndani ya county.
Na pia sasa hivi kuna Wezesha Fund ambayo inapatia nafasi vijana na pia kina mama na pia watu wenye matatizo mbalimbali, kwa mfano wale watiifu, wajane, watu ambao wametoka kwenye jamii za chini, minority community, waweze kutumia nafasi hiyo through Wezesha loan kujiendeleza kibiashara na pia kimasomo.
Kilifi yetu iko na vijana wengi ambao wako na talanta, na Kilifi tumekuwa tumelala sana kiupande huo. Tumekuwa tukilala sana upande wa talanta, na ni jambo zuri kwa sababu kaunti ya Kilifi imetutambua na imeamua kusaidia na kutusupport, ambao ni jambo zuri kwa sababu vijana at least tuko na kitu kwa maisha ambao pia unapata kipato.
Now bringing you up to speed on the latest happenings in the world of sport. John Osogo Secondary School from Budalangi and Teens of Hope FC from Nambale Saturday afternoon treated fans to a thrilling football match in the Safaricom Chapadimba Busia County Finals at the Otimonga Primary School grounds in Nambale constituency. John Osogo knocked out host Teens of Hope 1-0 to be crowned Busia County champions after winger Evans Siande netted the decisive goal in the 31st minute. Meanwhile, in the girls category, Chakol Queens thrashed Kingandole Queens 4-1 to qualify into the regional finals at the tournament, courtesy of goals scored by Maximila Apio, Sharon Akumu, Abigail Ilukor and Lilian Achom. The remaining leg of the Western Region County Finals is Kakamega, scheduled to kick off Sunday afternoon at the Kakamega High School grounds.
Tumespend kama sisi, ndio tumetoka kwa mwalimu wetu kama individual kuprepare venye tumekuja hapa hivi. Before tukuje tulikuwa tu zoezi even though tulikuwa kama player ukiapproach kitu lazima ukue na tension kidogo, but for the first 15 minutes kujua hao watu venye wana game, kuwasoma game yao ikaturudisha game. That's why tumepunish.
Venye tumewin hiyo 4-1 tulifeel poa, game imekuwa poa, kila mtu alikuwa relaxed, hatukuwa na pressure. Hizo 10k naenda kusaidia familia yetu, alafu